yesterday?
Good. Yeah. So yesterday was good. Get a little bit of DH in and at bats, and I felt fine out there. Just keeping it under a certain percentage right now. Each day is getting better. So it's a little bit of a slow process, but we're getting it started so that I can get some at bats ahead of opening day.
Mendy said another DH day. At what point do you feel like you need to play the field to be ready?
I mean, here's the thing. I mean, out in the outfield, my most valuable asset is my legs. So when I'm able to run at 100%, like, I'm going to be a better outfielder. So I'm out there right now, just trying to get reads and make sure that I'm staying on top of that. But when my legs are at 100%, I'm going to be a better outfielder. So the biggest thing for the outfield is that we're trying to heal, and let the knee get better. So, so for me, it's not as important as making sure that the knee is good to go.
So is there a world in which you start the season essentially as a DH, or are you?
I don't know right now. I mean, right now all I know is that we're trying to progress every day and see if we can get a little bit of gain every day. I don't know what that means for opening day right now. I just know that we're trying to get the at-bats, and as soon as I can get close to 100%, then I'll be able to play the outfield. But, before that point, it's probably going to do more harm than good to try and get out there before it's ready.
So it's fair to say you'll be ready for opening day as a hitter. As a fielder, we'll see.
Yeah, I don't really know right now. I mean, I'm hopeful for it, but I also know that if you're not playing near 100%, at least I'm thinking 90, 95, then you're probably more of a liability out there. So I'll go and progress every day and do my best to be ready for the outfield opening day. But right now, I've never been through this process before, and the only one that basing things off of a little bit is Marte, and even him and I have a little bit different cases. So I'm just trying to go off of what they're saying right now, and we're just trying to get a little bit of gain every day. But I'm good at the plate right now. We're still working on getting the percentage higher on running, and sometimes it's a little bit of a slow process.
What is that percentage right now?
Right now, I can get up to 80% and feel good. But
round number.
That's
a round number.
Like
81.
It's a right around there. I mean, and so I'm trying to get like little gains every day, even if that's 2 or 3%. But we also have to give it, so we have to push it one day, and then we have to kind of give it a day, and so. The hope is that tomorrow for DH that percentage is a little bit higher, and that I'm able to keep pushing this thing forward. Any steps backwards right now would be detrimental to opening day. So trying to be careful with it.
The recovery is going as well as you would hope.
Yeah. I mean, recovery's going well. It's just that part of it is that they told me it's kind of a slow process. Sometimes it takes a couple weeks for the shot to really kick in and to kind of turn into what your body uses for lubrication. And so it just depends on individual cases. Some people it's 7 days, some people it's closer to 2-3 weeks. So we're going on an individual basis right now, but I feel good. I think opening day is realistic, but like I said, if we take any steps backwards, that'll be detrimental to it, and so we're trying to be careful with it moving forward.
So is there still soreness or pain in your knee?
Yeah, for sure. There's definitely still some soreness, definitely still some pain when we start getting up above those levels. So what we're trying to do is keep things in a controlled level of pain, up to a certain threshold, and that's okay. But if you go much past that, then you're going to do more damage than what you're trying to gain out of it.
Have the trainers any real exact diagnosis besides soreness?
Well, no. I mean, the diagnosis is, I mean, you're an athlete, and you've been playing the big leagues and professional sports for a while now, and it's just one of those things where you start to kind of need a little bit of extra help, on some things. So, it's no secret I had ACL reconstruction 15 years ago, and so it's had a really good time, but this for some reason this kind of pissed it off, and I don't really know exactly what the exact mechanism was. I can guess, but we're just trying to calm it down, and we're trying to kind of give it a little bit of help to be ready for opening day. So that's where we're at right now.
Is this something that after the season you might need to look at in terms of
after the season? I'm really hoping not. The hope is that you can still go many more years without having like arthroscopic surgery or anything like that. But obviously, I don't know the future, so we'll deal with that when we get there. But right now, this is the best course of action, and so we're gonna see it through, and we're gonna try and be out there as soon as we can.
Brandon, how do you feel about the depth with Siri, Marte, and the rest of the guys in the outfield, including Tyron Taylor?
The what?
The depth of the outfield with Marte, Taylor.
How deep you guys are in the outfield.
Oh, the depth. Gotcha. Okay. I'm really happy with it. Those guys are incredible outfielders. Adding Siri to our outfield and getting a really good center fielder is amazing. His defense speaks for itself, and he obviously has some great power and a lot of potential. So we're really excited about him. And obviously everybody knows Soto. He's doing his thing, and he's been amazing this whole camp, and a real professional in everything that he does. And then Marte and I, we're trying to just be leaders, and we've been here for a little bit now, and trying to keep things fun and having a good time out there while we're getting good work done. But we're excited about this outfield. We think it's a great outfield, and we just need everybody to be on the field and be available. So that's the biggest thing right now. We're trying to make that happen.
How is your foot through all this?
Foot's been good. Yeah, foot's been great. Kind of funny that kind of left that behind, and then had the knee come up, but just you have to deal with it. Sometimes things pop up like this in sports, and you just got to deal with it. You gotta go one day at a time. So foot's been good. We're gonna try and maintain that. Keep doing the things that led to this point for the foot, but also we've got a little bit bigger priority right now in the knee.
You said you had an idea about what pissed it off. Or are you to guess? What is the best guess?
Just best guess was kind of like a tweak in the swing, just trying to do something where in spring training you're always trying to kind of find the last 10% of your swing, and so I think I pissed it off a little bit with something that I did there, that's hindsight 2020. I wish I wouldn't have done that, but now we know. And move on from there. This is all a game of learning, and try and learn from those mistakes and move on. But yeah, that's my best guess.
Is the soreness related to the ACL?
No, it's not. It's not related to the ACL. No, it's more meniscus and cartilage. But it's part of the process with ACL reconstruction. Is you're going to get a little bit more wear and tear on things. And so it's just part of it, and it's something that I've dealt with for a long time in my career and had no problems with, and so hopeful that once we get this under control, we'll go a lot longer time without dealing with it.
How was Pop Stroke?
It was great. Yeah, everybody had a good time. It's a good way to get our guys together off the field and be able to kind of just get away. Let the families and the guys, hang around each other, get to know each other a little bit better in a fun setting, and it turned out really, really well. The guys had a great time. The families had a great time. We had some balloon animals there. We had some face painting for the kids, and they had a great time. And so it did its job. It got us together, and we got to know each other a little bit better. And that's the start of the process that we want for the rest of the season, and trying to build that team chemistry and get us all pulling in the same direction.
Were you the ringleader on that again?
Yeah. Chelsea and I put that together, and they were great about it. Pop Stroke did an amazing job. Had a bunch of Mets banners and Mets cake and everything, and we had a great time with it. It's something that is an easy place to. It was a beautiful night too. It's an easy place to go out, be able to let your guard down a little bit, have a few drinks, have some food, and play a little putt-putt, get a little competitive off the field with each other, but get to know each other better and have the families there. So it was fun. Jeff was not swinging, but just doing a little putt-putt and making sure that he was holding down his his record on the course. So
Did he?
Yeah, he's pretty good. I mean, he's an amazing golfer, but he's a great putter. That's part of it. So he's having a good time out there, which is great. It takes your mind off of things for a little bit. Rather than the injury. Just out there having fun with the guys. But we have some guys that can give him a run for his money now. I mean, Minter and Reed Garrett and Peterson, they brought their own putters. So they were up for the challenge this time, and it was fun. It was fun to watch and fun to be a part of.